snapping their necks, constantly abuse them.
Peace, 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 peace. We're going to have a conversation today, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the brothers will join us, maybe they won't, but we're going to have a conversation, man. I've been following this, and salute to all of y'all, man. The family that always ride with us, slide with us, and keep it popping the way we need to have it. Salute to y'all that's slowly coming in here, and for those who may catch the replay. Nonetheless, your Uncle Walt, man. A lot of folks been following this throughout the years or whatever, and they've always been some kind of suspicion that this guy wasn't the owner of Destination Smokehouse.
So if it...
Okay? Mr. Tenda-ism himself was not the owner. Okay? Folks are saying, look, okay, this man is a glorified mascot. And you know what, family? I unfortunately, at this stage, he is most certainly the mascot, the marketing, and the guy who is single-handedly generating the wealth for the Armenian or Albanian. We'll get that cleared up because I got the whole clip and the true origin story of this young man here. Later on in the broadcast, we will definitely play that for y'all. I'm going to show y'all. Okay? But he is single-handedly ensuring that that owner, who is not a black man, some folks say, don't even worry about that. Why you so concerned? Blah, 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 blah. He's taking care of that family for sure, for sure. Okay? And we're going to have to have a conversation, man. Are black folks overreacting? Or is just what niggas do? They don't support each other. Let's have a conversation in a little less than 5 minutes, man. Salute to the family that's checking in with your why. We're going to have a conversation.
So
Other folks, and salute. Folks are going to tap in, ladies and gentlemen, and say to themselves and say out loud, oh, Chef is just here beating on a black man. No. This ain't the case, right? Because there's more than one way to coon as far as I'm concerned, okay? And it comes in different shapes and sizes, and you know what? Different people coon in different ways, right? And to multiple or different types of ethnicities. It don't even matter, right? But in this case, it seems, it's back to the whole white complexion and the black complexion thing. And folks is coming up off of that. So, yes, we are doing a Blackity Black broadcast today, okay? Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Salute to everybody. Share this thing out. We're going to go ahead and get it cranked up. Salute to everybody that's in here. Yes, 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 indeed. Salute to everybody that's in here. If you're here for the first time, but you're not here for a long time, I am your host, Chef C from New Jersey. This program is brought to you by Bloodline Films in collaboration with our brother Juan J. Johnson, LWFtraining.com, ladies and gentlemen, LWFtraining.com. Hit him up for all your firearms needs. Our brother Juan J. Johnson believes that there is a lone wolf in all of you. So definitely go check him out and get what you need, ladies and gentlemen. Don't wish you would have. Make sure you know that you do. All right? LWFtraining.com. Our brother Juan J. Johnson, okay? Now, I'm your host, Chef C, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to bring this conversation up here. I want to see who in the chat, first and foremost. If anybody's in the chat, holla at me. Let me know what it is. Let me know it's real. Let me get a little chef in here real quick. Let me get a little chef in here.
Peace, peace, peace. If you're in the building, holla at your wife. Huh? If you're in here, let me know it's real. If you hate watching, let me know it's even more real. Okay? Salute, salute, salute.
All right, so we got people in here. They don't want to have a conversation, but I do see that my brother Juan J. Johnson is in the building bright and early, ladies and gentlemen. This is a good thing. I know it's going to be a situation when the brother checks in early, but let's be very clear about something, ladies and gentlemen. The wolf is in the building, okay? Brother Juan J. Johnson, sir, how you living this morning? I mean, this afternoon, sir. How you living? Can you hear me?
I am doing great on this.
Okay.
What's this, 16th day of November?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm doing good, brother. I don't have no complaints. The ones I got, they minimal.
Right,
They minimal.
right.
But I'm looking forward to this conversation because
Yes,
I
sir.
flip it. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look. Salute to everybody that's in here with us. Make sure you hit the dislike if you hate watching, and hit the like if you always rock with us on GP. Okay. And also make sure you don't forget to tip your chef today. We're looking for our sponsor today, so make sure if you want to become that sponsor of today's broadcast, $FTS49, $FTS49, or the Vimeo app From the Soil. $25 makes you the sponsor of today's broadcast. Salute to the guy, my brother Black Laren, for checking in, man. Good to see you, brother Black Laren. Always a pleasure to see the warrior, Black Laren, in the Yes, indeed. Salute, fam. So we got brother Black Laren in here. I hope brother ABM can check in, and a few of our other regulars that ride with us, man. But Wolf, sir, I've been following this thing, man, for the last couple years. I watched the young man rise through his internet presence. Some folks have also said they enjoyed the Black Diamond oxtails. Okay, that's what he's known for, Black Diamond. But before we get into all of that stuff, we got some niggatizers first. Okay, we got niggatizers to get everybody started here. And I tell you what, Thanksgiving is absolutely around the corner, and some folks have taken the old school saying, that he put his foot in that food. Literally. Some folks is taking that shit. Some folks is taking that shit literally, man. So let me show you what I mean when I say that, okay? Now look at this here. Fair use, everybody. Fair use. Hey, yo. Everybody having a good time? How's the greens? Greens banging up. Greens off the chain.
Kid folk, you did the damn thing.
You. I just, I love our people, but then they be pissing me off sometimes, man. I swear. I love our people. This how it be though. This how it be, folks. Be around, man. That thing is good. But let me play some more. Bang it.
So,
You had to put your foot in this. Oh no! Come on. I did. Nasty motherfucker. Oh God! Come on. I had to play this, Wolf. I had to play this. Because you can't eat at everybody's house. You understand? I want y'all to know going into this holiday, okay? Some of y'all snaps ain't never really snap out. It's y'all getting y'all snap back. So y'all going to have the collard green money. Y'all going to have a rib. Well, folks, I don't know how many people eat ribs for Thanksgiving, but you're going to have your turkey money, your dressing money, your yams, your baked macaroni cheese money. Y'all going to have that this holiday now, okay? Looking good for some of y'all. But you go on to eat, talking about, let me go get a plate here, let me go get a plate there. And goddamn, I'm just warning you. Some of y'all is going to regret that. Some of y'all going to regret going over to all them different houses eating from people. Brother, what say you?
I may have to disagree with you. Times are hard out here these days, and folks looking for a meal. They don't care how you cook it right now because a lot of folks they jobless. They short.
Hold on, Wolf. You said, hold on. You telling me the folks that got so mad about Kamala washing them greens in the bathtub ain't gonna have a problem with this?
Absolutely not.
Here we go.
Nope.
Look, that man said he put his whole foot in there. Okay?
So Marsha, I go out here and I feed the homeless, right?
Right.
They don't know where the food coming from. They don't even know who's cooking it. All they know is this. It's some good eating right here.
Come on.
Nah.
They know it's hot. they know it got the seasoning on it. And
they know their appetites are being satisfied. Mm-hmm.
How many of y'all eating foot greens this holiday? I know y'all had a fit last year about the bathtub. A lot of the pro-blacks, I die for my ancestor types was going crazy last year off of Kamala washing them damn things in that damn tub. So I mean, look, you got these cats out here. They probably been telling y'all the truth the whole time. You ain't even know it. Hey, put your foot in that, and he was telling you the truth.
Doc, if you knew how some people lived out here, a foot would be the least of your concern. Yeah, a foot. They may take an arm and a foot. They may take a dang on ankle and a foot. A calf.
Oh, God damn. Look. Hey, in the chat, if you're in here, I see y'all in here, man. If y'all in the chat, keep it a buck. If it tastes good, it don't matter how or who prepared it. Keep it a buck in the chat. Okay? I want to know from y'all. Bathtub collard greens versus foot collard greens. Which one you taking? Keep it a buck. Now we're going to move on from here to get y'all warmed up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Yeah, this was just to get y'all warmed up. But I want y'all to know that the cooning, the chucking and jiving, don't stop. All right? There's many ways to chuck and jive. Right? There's many ways to chuck and jive. Walt, help me out.
So if
Yeah. There's many ways to chuck and jive, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And I got to tell you, I'm going to jump right into it. Your girl, Michelle Obama, one of the most certified chucking and jiving females I have ever seen. You put her around some white folk. You want her to connect with the white folk. You put her out there and she'll immediately go to victimhood. She immediately goes to victimhood. How many of y'all done watched all of the Megan Good shows? All the movies Megan Good was in. Anytime it was a white flick, did Megan Good not have straight hair? But when she was in Biker Boys, it was the shortcut, right? Okay. When she was Think Like a Man, right? She had the shortcut. All the blackety black Jones, she had the shortcut. But when she trying to appeal to white folk, she do the Michelle Obama. Now here's the saying. We got folks that understand. If you want to hear the truth about what a black person think of you, you put them in front of some white folks. You put them in front of some white folk. Let me show you how your girl immediately goes to. Then let's be clear. This was your first quote unquote lady, your first black first house first lady in the house. Okay, I'm gonna play this for you though. Look at this here. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really have that choice as first lady.
Of course.
Get the fuck. Look at this. Look at this. Michelle Obama is a feminist. Do you understand me?
Black power.
Michelle Obama is a feminist. And a lot of you fools keep looking to her as some kind of thing to be aspiring to. This is a feminist, right? And that's how that movement got any motion, period. It was always a white woman versus a white guy thing. And all they ever did was recruit melanatics like a Michelle Obama to drive that shit to the forefront. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Every day, every time I was up, as we called it, I was up for the public.
Yes.
And the days were long. So as you mentioned, to save time.
Yes.
I know having a glam team, a trifecta, it feels like a luxury, but it was a necessity.
Yes.
There's absolutely.
I couldn't do anything. You see this bullshit? I couldn't do anything. It was against my will. I had no choice. I couldn't do it. I was at the becking of whatever they wanted me to do. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? Can we stop with the nonsense? She's such a victim. Then came out a few months ago, right? Talking about make sure you vote for abortion. Get some of them kids up out the way. While there's a whole abortion clinic right outside the damn convention. Y'all forget that? This is the same lady who said she had no choice in her makeup. The way she appeared in public. Get the
Absolutely no way that I would be able to do my hair and makeup and have clothes ready that fit, because rare is the woman that can live off the rack.
Yes.
Look at this shit. Closet feminist. Absolutely. You're not going to tell me anything different, y'all. Closet femi. Such a victim. But again, Coonanism. Coonanism. It looked different depending on the scenario. Everybody got their own way of chucking and jiving. And in most cases, particularly when you're trying to relate or appeal to a feminist audience, you immediately go to the victim and the lack of options you have. This is what she did. You put her in front of a white chick, and now she's a victim. She has no choice in the way she moves. The fuck out of here, man. That's why I wanted to bring your girl Michelle Obama up. Okay? But she get around black folks, this her hairstyle. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Right? Even on her little bullshit podcast. The IMO, in my opinion, with a little zesty brother that she got on there. It's all braids, pinups, etc. Trying to appeal to the black folks. Little do a lot of you goofies out there that aspire to listen to this chick, okay, and think that she's something to aspire to and be proud about. She does what she needs to do to keep you in control. Okay? These are the, oh, mommy, I want to be like her when I get older type of shit, while she driving and assisting in the dismantlement of your community. That's what she does. Okay? But I wanted to touch on that real quick. Let me see what y'all saying in here. Oh, man. Shout out to my sister Star. Sister Star, it is a pleasure to see you, sis. Thanks for checking in on this afternoon. Peace, peace, peace. Listen, I'm waking this up right here. But you know what? Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it going here. There's more than one way to chuck and jive, a.k.a. coonanism. Okay? More than one way to get busy out here. All right? And let me show you another one. Because some of you folks actually respect this guy right here. Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson. Well, before I go to that, let me see. I got to check in with the wolf. I'm kind of going through these joints because I want to really get to the cusp of what we're here to talk about, which is the brother Walter, Mr. Tenda-ism himself, okay? A.K.A. Famous Amos, A.K.A. Dr. Uncle Nearest, A.K.A. Angie Mama, A.K.A. Uncle Benz, A.K.A. any one of them folks you can think of. This is the modern day version right here, y'all. Modern day version, but we're going to have that conversation a little bit. We're going to have that conversation shortly. Brother Wolf, are you there, sir? Are you there?
I am here.
Okay. Now, what I played for you as far as your girl, Michelle Obama, am I a little far-fetched in saying she's a closet feminist? What say you, sir?
Well, she's definitely not a closet feminist. She's a feminist. I think that she is going on a record stating, the secrets of the first ladies. Prior and present. So I think she sees herself as a person who's speaking for the first ladies, because you don't have a record or an account of first ladies of the president of the United States speaking out like she does. So she sees herself as a trailblazer.
Okay. I see where you're going with that. Wake that up a little bit more.
Again, look. She believes she needs to break the mold of silence. No respect for the office. She don't respect the office. And she don't respect her role. At the end of the day, it's my truth. When you listen to her, it's my truth. At the expense of the office and her husband and her children and the nation. This is what that my truth would do for you. My truth is what I call it the scorched earth philosophy. Just scorched earth. You burn everything now. Why? Because it's my truth. Everybody don't need a broadcast or a podcast. And Michelle don't need one right now. Michelle is determined to, up in her husband.
Come on.
Michelle, say what you want about her, feel what you want to feel, but she believes she's better than her husband, the president. And she's trying to get away from that shadow. So that's what I see. I don't even really follow her like that. When I've seen her on, I saw enough.
Right.
I know, you know what? Look, there will be no Michelle Obama without Barack Obama. Let's get it. Let's keep it 100. There is no Michelle Obama without Barack. But the levels of, in her own words, I couldn't stand him for 10 years.
Come on.
I didn't like him for 10 years.
Black power.
Huh? Didn't like him for 10 years. Okay. And you still don't like him.
And you still don't, come on. And you still don't like him. Okay.
You wouldn't do that. Look here. Love covers, the scripture teaches that love covers a multitude of sin. She ain't covering, she's uncovering. Everybody don't have to know what's going on. And she knows she's not just speaking to the nation, she's speaking to the world. She has a global audience. She's reckless.
That part.
Sister Hood, who backs her up, you're reckless. Black Girl Tragic will be Black Girl Tragic or Black Girl Magic will be the end of the sisters. Telling you. And she will be leading the way off that cliff.
You saying that there is no unity amongst women, sir? I mean the way she rolling out, she says she got to speak. She's speaking her truth, and for all the little girls and stuff like that. That was her major speech when she went up there and advocated for Kamala Harris, that she was doing for the girls.
She didn't just say that. She also said these words. When you go inside that box to take your vote, you don't have to obey your husband. That's your vote. She told the women to vote their interests, not their relationship. Undermine your husbands. See, we forget about that. She wasn't just advocating for abortion. She was advocating against the dismantling of the patriarch and of families. I ain't forgot that.
So much for the closet feminism.
She ain't closet at all. She's all in. She's 100% married feminist. I think Barack may be her beard.
Oh, come on.
Black power.
Hey, look. Hey, your first royal, quote unquote, black family, political family, the Obamas. Right? I mean, look, this is why they will never allow the cachet of these people to dry up. She's a write-off. Her podcast is a write-off, as far as I'm concerned. Right? Because they need to constantly make sure that the little kids can point and say, Mom, that was the first wife, the first lady of the White House at one point for 2 terms. They need to be able to constantly point to that. So her little podcast that does any real numbers, shit, if she wasn't, look, let's keep it a buck. This little podcast right here would have higher numbers than her if she was never married to Barack Obama. Let's be clear. She's dry. She got ain't no real sauce, and we don't even be on it every day. She got a job. Okay? She got a whole production squad. All right? Salute to everybody that's in here. Make sure you hit the like, and if you hate watching, hit the dislike. Let us know it's real. Okay? Let us know it's real.
Black power.
Okay? But But again, this is what we've seen. This is a pattern. Okay. This is the cleaner version as far as the surface level is concerned of what they were trying to do with your girl Kim Kardashian, who has positioned herself as an advocate for police prison reform. Okay, going to the White House talking with Trump. Why is a bust down advocating for prison reform? A glorified one-hit wonder porn star who leveraged herself into Hollywood, advocating on behalf of men who are unjustly incarcerated. But this is what we have now. Okay? Salute to everybody that's in here. And I'm gonna keep it going, man. I wanted to touch on this here. Again, cooning shows up in different ways, ladies and gentlemen.
Chef, before you
Yes,
go,
sir. Yes, sir.
I put a definition in the chat because I'm gonna call it out. It's not just Michelle. I typed in rebelliousness, and rebelliousness means this: the quality of being inclined to resist or disobey authority, rules, or conventions. It can manifest as an individual's defiance against norms and authority figures. Authority figures, or as at large. So I said she goes against the norm. Like I said, it ain't normal for the first ladies to speak out against their husbands in the office in their role.
Come on.
Jackie Kennedy saw her husband get bust in the head.
Hey, shit. Jill Biden saw her husband falling up and down all types of stairs throughout his presidency.
Yeah.
Okay, and she picked him up and kept her mouth shut.
All the first ladies saw something. Even Hillary knew that her husband was getting
busy.
Go in the White
House. Come on.
Okay. Did anybody say anything?
Come on. No. Yeah.
But Michelle feels the need to speak her truth. It's rebelliousness, man. It's rebelliousness. And watch this. Again, because I spoke about this on the previous broadcast about Miriam and Eve.
Right.
Both rebellious. Both are.
My audio done dropped. Hold on. What didn't happen with my audio?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. There you go, sir. There you go.
I'm just saying Miriam, Eve, Michelle have one thing in common. And a lot of the sisters. Rebelliousness. Going against the order of things. Speaking my truth. Have to be heard and seen.
Right. Come on.
Will undermine. And look, we'll sit back and watch this place burn. Okay? That's what I see. That's what I'm seeing. It's rebelliousness. And Barack ain't gonna say nothing. Why? Because that's my wife. I'm gonna speak against my wife. I'm still trying to cover her. Because that's what men do. We cover the things we love. Say that again. We cover the things that we love. She's not covering him. And she's not covering the office. The scripture says rebelliousness is as the sin of witchcraft. Huh? I'm not talking about Michelle. I'm talking about that mindset, what she's doing.
Come on with it.
And anybody who's following that and say, go girl, sisterhood, you out of order too.
Closet Jezebels.
No, they
Closet Jezebels.
no longer closet because social media said, just say it with your chest out.
Right.
Speak your truth.
right. Come on.
Okay? Nah, she wrong. Two left shoes.
Right. Come on. God damn it.
Black power.
That's right. Shout out to our brother Wolf. God damn it. Look, he must have felt some type of way about. You know what it is. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay. The uncooperative has somehow finessed their way into the hearts of committed men. Okay? This is the generation with which and shout out to Aisha Curry being another one. Jada Pickett Smith, another one. We're watching publicized emasculation of prominent black men.
So watch
Okay?
this. Watch this.
Come on.
I don't think the women understand how, whether you want to call it God, whether you want to call it the source, whether you want to call it the infinite spirit. I don't know if women understand that there's an order in the universe, and even the infinite spirit, God will step in when He see chaos. You know, when Miriam came up against Moses and said, "Does not God speak to me also?" And Moses was really, really disturbed and couldn't even respond. If you subscribe to the scriptures said that God came down in the cloud and talked with Moses, Miriam, and Aaron and said, "Yes, I do speak to you in visions and dreams, Miriam.
Right.
I speak directly to Moses." And if you had any respect as a child to a father, you would have never came at him. And when that cloud lifted up, she had become white as snow, like a leopard. And they had to put her out the camp for 7 days because of her disrespect. I don't think these women understand that when you go against order or the universe, there's a price to pay. There's a price you got to pay. And we don't really deal with the price.
Right. Come on.
Okay? But I understand what's going on. You're going to pay a price for disorder.
Well, I would call it the era of heathenism.
Okay.
You know, this kind of energy and the driven materialistic society, we have the most gullible species on the planet in the woman. Okay, and particularly on our side, the Black American woman. She can be the most gullible female and materialistically driven being on the planet. All the things, all the shiny things. It is definitely difficult for a lot of the brothers I know that's still on the dating scene that's actually looking to find a shorty that has discipline, that's grounded. It's often this unsettled environment and energy about them that they have to bounce all around. No true grounding in themselves. Right? But shout out to my sister Star right here. She said the classic Jezebel, never satisfied. And that's a whole damn fact, Sister Star. That's a whole classic Jezebel. The world at her feet. Anytime this chick talks, for the most part, the world unfortunately listens. Okay? Shout out to my brother Black Lyrin, though. Brother Black Lyrin says, listen, men have lost their game against women. No more relationship defense is being shown. Because you got this.
All you scared to death Negro.
That's the problem. Brother Black Laren, a lot of niggas is cucked. Okay? A lot of niggas is they look like the man. All right? They got all the features and the tone and all of this other fly shit, but they're little boys. And ultimately, because of the society being what it is, a lot of that masculine energy has been transferred to the women. Okay? Because it's a survival thing more so. It's survival. And whatever way they look at survival, that has taken an adaptation of masculine energy in order to accomplish those things. Okay? In this particular scenario, y'all, we look at a Michelle Obama and we see her on that panel talking about the choices she didn't have when the world is at your feet, lady. Unsatisfied. Jezebel spirit, like my sister Star said. Never satisfied. The world is still at your feet. You're on that platform because this lady that is the host of this show knows that you come with a particular audience, a worldly audience. Why you get to go on there and talk about the choices you didn't have as a 2-term first lady. If you don't shut the hell up.
Doc, watch this.
Come on with it, Wolf. Oh, real quick, hold on one second. Salute to our brother Nico for coming through and checking in with us, man. It's been a minute, brother Nico, but salute to the God, brother Nico. Yes, indeed. Brother Wolf, you got the floor, sir. Yes, sir.
She's always saying that this is something she never wanted, right? And sometimes we come across situations where, things happen to us that we never even imagined. And there's a role you got to play.
Right.
Watch this. I never dreamed about being the police.
Come on.
Wasn't even on the radar. Say this again. I never wanted to be the police. I didn't have no dreams of being no damn police. When my brother got killed, I became the police the next year in his honor. And when I realized what I had to do to be the police, it wasn't fun. Because eyes is always on you. And some things that I wanted to do, I couldn't do no more. Places I wanted to go, I couldn't go no more. And the look I had to present, I had to be clean cut. After a couple years on, I decided to wear some locks, become rebellious. Okay? But, you know the road that you're in. Michelle knew that road. And to sit out here now and just to want this pity party, this I had it bad, that's very disingenuous. That's very ungrateful, man. You're spitting in the face of people who wish they could be in your situation. Aspire to you. Remember, the Obamas, people got pictures of their family on their walls in their houses, like JFK and MLK.
Right.
People love the Obamas. They aspire to be Michelle. And she is on a mission to undo all of that because of my truth. Her truth. I just got to be the voice and the advocate for the unspoken first ladies. You rebellious, Michelle. You out of order.
Out of pocket. out of complete pocket. Brother Wolf, is my mic still coming through nice and clear? Or
Yeah,
did
you
it-
got like it's hollow.
Okay, let me see what's happening here.
It was good for you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay, okay,
But you got a hollow echo.
okay. Let me see what the hell is happening with my machine over here. Okay, but nevertheless, man, look. Let me see. Is it working? I think it is.
We hear you loud. Matter of fact, we hear you good now.
Okay, okay.
Echo.
Yes. Okay, let me figure this out. My little box over here is acting a damn fool. But nevertheless, man, let's I mean, we done worked on her a little bit. Let me see what my sister Star said before we go to the next subject matter. Jezebel was the daughter of a king and was married to a king. She had the best of everything and still wasn't satisfied. Sound like damn near 70% of females that just keep getting divorced every damn year. And they ain't even the ones that's doing it for the most part. They're not even the ones that's getting divorced. They're doing the divorcing. Walking away from the home. So, yeah, I mean, listen, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay, yes, sir, I see that, Brother Wolf. Okay. So what we're going to have to do here, what I want to do real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go to this next one here. I got my guy. Actually, I'm going to scratch that Brandon Jacob Johnson John. I'm going to take a brief commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, to get my mic together. And we'll be right back to bring it in with the Tenda-ism, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring it in with the Tenda-ism himself, Mr. Walt. Destination Smokehouse. Okay? We'll be right back. Salute to everybody that's checked in with us right now, ladies and gentlemen. Salute, salute, salute. Peace, 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 peace. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. I hope you can hear me pretty decently. I'm gonna have to check my system later, but nevertheless, let's get through this broadcast. Now, I also want to say a major thank you to my sister. Sounds like you're in a cave. Damn. Ah, man. I don't know what happened with. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now and clear? It sounds like it should be better now. Can you hear me now?
But you have an echo when I speak.
Okay. Damn. Well, that's okay. I'll figure it out. We'll have this conversation right here. Look. The Walt. This young man by the name of Walt. Okay. He has been a part of a team called Destination Smokehouse. Okay. And for the longest, you know, we have watched this guy go pretty viral off of what he called Black Diamond oxtails. Okay? Well, before I go too far, I want to say a major thank you to my sister Star, who has become the official sponsor of today's broadcast with a $25 contribution. Sister Star, I appreciate you, sis. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for keeping us alive. Salute to Sister Star for coming through and keeping this broadcast alive, man. If you'd like to become a contributor of the program, ladies and gentlemen, or a co-sponsor, that will be a $25 contribution. Or if you just want to put on for GP, say, I ain't got the 25 right now, chef, but I got a little something for you. Hit the Cash App, $FTS49, $FTS49 if you just want to put on GP. And I want to also say a major thank you to my brother Black Laren for the previous contribution. You know, I ain't forget you, brother Black Laren, so I appreciate you as well, sir, for the previous broadcast contribution, sir. So salute to you as well. And again, salute to our brother Wolf. Remember, y'all, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. Keep those comments coming. And if you hate watching, hit the dislike. And if you rock with us, just hit that like. Alright, now we're back into this thing. Let's keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Walt is the name. He Mr. Destination Smokehouse. That's him. Okay? Tenda-ism. Mr. Tenda-ism. Okay? But I know a lot of folks aren't fully up to speed with him, and some folks are controversial about the situation, saying, listen, that man don't own that steakhouse, that smokehouse. He been telling us for years he was a part of that thing. Come and find out, ladies and gentlemen, he's essentially just an employee, a mascot at this stage of the game. But can you my thing is to y'all, can you blame the guy? Okay? If Mr. Walt attempted to go into business for himself, would the black community actually be there on a day-to-day basis to support the man? See, Uncle Nearest, for those who like to purchase Uncle Nearest during this time, Uncle Nearest is on his way out. The company is filing bankruptcy, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Nearest is filing bankruptcy. Well, going through some financial hardships right now. Now, normally around this time, folks start getting their Uncle Nearests going. Right? But are you supporting all day, every day? That's what makes a difference. That's what keeps these folks in business. You know? And there's a thin line between chucking and jiving, doing your job, or just surviving. I think in this particular case, ladies and gentlemen, he's all in one. And I think it is necessary. Let's bring y'all up to speed because it is necessary that you have a full scope of this brother here and his inception, the very beginning of what this man was and how he got his start. Okay? So we're going to bring y'all to this. This is about maybe a 20-minute clip or something like this, y'all. But just bear with me here. Okay? This is a 20-minute clip. Y'all bear with your boy. Let me see. I'm going to share this with everybody. Let's do this here. Drop him down. Let's get him up out of here. Let's see if I can make the screen bigger for everyone. Okay. And Destination Smokehouse. Fair use, y'all.
So oxtails for destination is by far the meat that makes us different and makes us special. It was Walt's idea in 2021 for us to do oxtail, and it gave me the inspiration to finally try it.
I'll be for real, that tenderness and them black diamonds. Tenderness means you don't need no teeth for the meat. That's right. That's all you gotta do. Bring your gums, and boy, tenderness gonna touch you.
So the oxtails, they took off pretty fast. When the video started going viral, people started coming in almost right away.
You don't have to believe me. Just come to Destination Smokehouse Eatery, southern part of California, the city called Marietta. Guarantee you will see.
Now check this out real quick, family. Okay? Y'all see what's in the back of that kitchen? Okay? Y'all see right off GP what's in the back of that kitchen. Alright? And y'all let that percolate again. There's folks that are outraged by this. Chef, he's just chucking and jiving, man. He ain't. Maybe, and I look at it on the flip side of it, you know, Walt may not have had the business acumen to even jump into this venture on his own. Right? But let's go ahead and bring y'all up to speed. Y'all peep it for yourselves, get the whole scope, and we're going to talk about it. Salute to everybody that's in here. Hit the like, family, if you ride with us. Hit the dislike if you hate watching. Salute.
The energy and the vibe here of the people who come here to eat and also the people that work here has really been a blessing. Right now we have a DJ, we have him every Saturday and Sunday, and it's an energy, it's a vibe. A lot of people say it's like a family reunion or a cookout, but it's a place for everybody. That's what's so cool about this.
Yeah, I like meeting them customers. They be smiling, they be thinking we faking, till they sit down and eat and find out, guess what? This for realnism too.
Yeah, hey, man. He never get out of character, y'all. He never gets out of character. We're going to talk about this shit, though. Let's keep it going.
My dad told me it's very basic and it's not profound, but he used to tell me all the time, excuses are for losers. And all he meant by that was, stop making excuses. If you want to accomplish something, get it done, figure it out. And I was like, okay, Dad, I get it. I get it. We like to save these juices for other purposes, so that's why we put them in these pans. You can see he's putting that right there. And the crunchiness of the bark. You hear it? I don't even hear it with that mic. Crunchy. So there's some nights we pull briskets off, and then a few hours later we're putting more meat on. So we cook a lot of food here. It is a non-stop operation, and we have a lot of great people doing it.
So y'all, I gotta say this real quick. I know y'all gonna hear me keep playing the little sounds, little shit in here, because I'm trying to avoid getting a full copyright. They can pull this. You know, we ain't monetized anyway, but I want, you know, folks coming in that's gonna catch the replay, or even y'all that's checking in with us live to be able to check it at a later time. So I will keep stopping from time to time, or even making some stupid little sounds, just so we can try to keep this thing up. But again, ladies and gentlemen, what we're seeing right here already, there is a quiet delineation, as far as I'm concerned, taking place between Walt and that owner that you just saw here, the owner of Destination Smokehouse. Little does Walt know that his days are numbered. And I want y'all to pay attention to what the owner says in the next few minutes here of his presentation. All right? Let's keep it locked.
So our style of barbecue is Destination Barbecue. It's smoked meat. There's no way around it, but this is Destination Barbecue. We are in California from New York City, and I just was inspired by what I saw people doing in Texas, but we put our own spin on it, so it's just Destination Barbecue. So this right here is our rib rub. I just made it this morning to do a small batch. There's brown sugar in here. There's salt and pepper that you can see. There's granulated onion, granulated garlic, and a little bit of dry mustard. And I have no problem telling you that, because as my brother here and I know, we can teach a million people a recipe, but they're not going to cook like us. It just is what it is, right?
100%.
Practical. So all the rub started with me. I was influenced by a lot of competition cooks. So of course I bought into the lie that it was just salt and pepper from a lot of people. And then you find out Lawry's is like this magic MSG trick that everybody's using and pretending like it's all salt and pepper. So it started there, but I simplified everything with ingredients that made sense to us. Our pork and our turkey.
Hey, y'all peep the jab at the Lawry's for all of my black folk. All my black folks, did you peep the jab at the Lawry's? Y'all got to get that shit up out your cabinets. Huh? Owner coming at y'all now. Talk about get that Lawry shit up out of here. Okay? That's not real seasoning. But nevertheless, let's keep going.
Starts out with a very brown sugar heavy rub. But each protein does get a slight adjustment. So the restaurant's called Destination Smokehouse, and there's a few reasons for that. Started out, we called it Destination Coffee Bar and Bistro. That was our original name. We started as a coffee shop. Destination was really just a way in the small town that we were in to let people know that this could be your destination. I had no involvement in the coffee shop when they opened too, by the way. It was open for 3.5 years without me. And when my father had passed away late 2018, no one wanted to run the coffee shop anymore.
Right there, coffee house business, y'all. Coffee house business. Okay? I want everybody to stay locked on this. It was a coffee house. Okay? Now, if everybody that understands the story of Uncle Near, well, not even Uncle Nearest, but Famous Amos, the cookie man out of California, black owner, who lost his whole fortune. Okay, similar kind of situation here, y'all. Okay, now of course there's gonna be those who say, "Oh, well, he just wasn't doing good business." Just you shut up, okay? Because a lot of these folks, they do know how to stick around and check out your operations and figure out how to finesse it about you once you created the foundation. But again, I'm bringing this to y'all just so we understand. That place was a coffee shop. It later became a smokehouse because of that black man in there, who's now essentially Mr. Bojangles, unfortunately. But nevertheless, let's see it. I want y'all to peep it for yourselves. Fair use.
I had a realization that you can't F up anymore. Your dad is gone. So I jumped on it because I had no other prospects, and I didn't know how I was going to win, but I knew I was going to win. But this is a 38-year-old guy who never drank a cup of coffee. So I had to learn how to make coffee. There you go. Double cortado.
That's good.
Yeah. You're the man, dude. Like that. I'm telling you.
You still got it, man.
Oh, you're the man. I appreciate you so much. You don't even understand. I ran it for about a year until I met Walter Johnson.
I started working 2020, and I met Nick. And I've been with him ever since.
Y'all got that, right? He started working with him. He started working with him, family. Okay? Now, Walt is essentially one of the older guys, you know, in my industry, a lot of times there's older dudes who just walk around, right? And they don't have nothing to do, or they down bad. They ain't got no real finances, y'all. Okay? So they need to do something. And he was looking for, in this case, I believe Walter was just looking for a job. He needed to get some income popping. So he landed there. Just an employee. The transition to ownership, what we're about to find out, never really happened. He was just an employee. A guy, what we call sometimes off the street. But let's play some more, y'all. Let's play some more of this.
Met him in January 2020 under the assumption that he was a retired old man who just wanted to help us out in the kitchen a few days a week. He taught me more about the restaurant back of house than anybody up until that point, and it was a huge eye-opener.
Hey, check this out, man. I'll try to give you a break.
It's over with that.
So what I want everybody to also understand, the guy Nick, the white owner, what he's communicating is that he already had an asset, which is the coffee shop from his pop, right? Then come fast forward here, Nick comes, Walt comes in. He got nothing going on. Need to make some money. You want to help out from time to time. That's what he's calling it, right? But the man needed a job. And you're going to find out why I say he needed a job very soon. Check this out.
Nick's like a little brother to me, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I got love for him.
We are brothers. There's no way around it. Walter was very influential. It was all his idea to do barbecue. Coffee shop was doing okay, but we knew we needed more food.
I say, Nick, man, look here, we gotta do something, man. Let's do some barbecue. Yeah, idea, man, we're gonna try. I said, let's go to Home Depot and get one of them little grills. We don't need the kitchen, we just need the little grill. And that's how it began.
We did 10 slabs of ribs. He cooked them his way, direct heat. He did, I don't know how many pounds, but a lot of half chickens, and we sold out of both in about like a 4-hour window, and to us, that was a lot. We were really.
So a mediocre coffee shop, y'all. Mediocre coffee shop. Let's keep it a buck. Because they said they needed to do more. Mediocre coffee shop. Got the brother off the street, right? Who said he wants to just do a couple little things from time to time. Introduces them to barbecue. That is the birth of what is now known as the viral Destination Smokehouse. Doesn't mean he's an owner. He was just an over helpful employee. And he's continuing to be that, even to this day. There's a difference. But see, what we learned, a lot of folks that followed this journey from this brother, him and Nick were telling folks that they were partners. They never were partners, y'all. Never. Right? And a lot of folks fell in love with Walt. So they wanted to come through. That's what a lot of folks was coming through from all around the world. Because of Walt. Let's keep it going. And as I said, we're going to find out exactly what I mean when I say the guy was just an employee. He needed work. Check this out. Peep it.
Like happy.
Good shot. Thank you.
Oh, for sure. Hey, I'll take him back.
All right, cool.
Unfortunately, something like so abrupt came up that the guy that whenever I called him answered the phone, he wasn't answering the phone. I later found out he was going through some really serious personal stuff and he was unavailable.
I wasn't there because of family matters, but When I got back, it was all good.
I learned to cook barbecue from
Bingo.
absolute zero to where we are now. I was watching.
For those who were curious, did you catch that? For those who were curious, did you catch that? See, what we know in my industry, for those who are in the hospitality restaurant industry, we get these guys that come into the operation from time to time and they just need a quick lick. You know, they need a hustle, or they, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So we give them work, right? But oftentimes with that, these guys aren't the most reliable. They disappear. They disappear, y'all. This is why I said Walt needed money. Okay? And this owner needed to figure out a way to make that initial pop that Walt presented to him via smoke, barbecue, etc., to keep that money coming in, because guess what? The coffee shop was mediocre at best. It was doing okay. They needed more to keep that coffee shop going. So now we look at it like this, right? I'm not going to go there just yet. Let's play a little bit more of this. But I want y'all to follow it and understand where it's coming from and how, who, what, when, where.
Every video on earth, Aaron Franklin. I'm going to learn from this guy in his PBS videos and YouTube cooks, Malcolm Reed, Harry Sue, and Mad Scientist Barbecue. So that was how I learned how to cook. Walter was gone about a month. When Walter came back and he tried my brisket for the first time, in his face, it had about 5 or 6 different emotions on it. I just watched him and I was like, he's a little bit shocked. And he's also looking like, wow, I'm proud of my guy. Man, I don't know how he figured this out or who taught him, because when I left here, he wasn't even cooking ribs.
Look, recipes and this and that. Destination got a recipe. Nick.
Y'all see how they paused on that? When Walter, and see, Walter don't even know, because that right there, we have to understand, in business, when there's movement about to take place, you have to get some true separation. And for me, when I look at something like that, when you put a full stamp of approval on something like that, and you don't hold the IP property of the establishment, you become a glorified, right, mascot of this place. You become Uncle Ben's, Aunt Jemima, the Popeyes lady. It's not your recipes now. You just told the world that you didn't create shit there. You didn't really do nothing for it. You got it jumped off, but you ain't really the backbone. You killed yourself. Right? But let's keep on going here. Let's keep on going.
Booyah.
I'm new to this game. I'm in it 5 years. I'm proud of what I've accomplished, but I would never say that people that live and breathe this a lot longer than me, that I know more than them, or I'm gonna explain something that's in their blood. I love every bit of it, but I have so much respect for the people that when they started this, there was no glamour to it. And I'm just happy to put out the food that we do and just keep doing it. The sides are made from scratch. We don't make our own noodle for the mac and cheese, but everything else is from scratch. We make the cheese sauce for the mac. Sweet potatoes come in as sweet potatoes. We cut them down. We make all of our sauces ourselves.
All right, now what we got going on here?
We are preparing here the cornbread. It's a new recipe for Destination Smokehouse. It's becoming on the fall. We prep it with a lot of corn and a pinch of Brazilian taste.
So look, we talking about a smokehouse. Supposed to be an ode to Southern. Does it bother y'all? Keep it a buck that's tapped in right now. Does it bother you who's back there cooking your food? Particularly when it's supposed to be an ode to Southern technique and tradition. Let me ask my brother Wolf before I continue to play. Does it matter to you who's heading up the back of that shop, Brother Wolf?
No.
Mmm. It don't matter who cooked your baked macaroni cheese and ribs, Wolf.
As long as you follow the recipe.
Ladies and gentlemen, is brother is brother Wolf off cold, y'all? Is he off cold? Huh? Wolf said he don't care if it's a Chinese guy back there making the baked macaroni cheese, if it's a dirty foot Indian making the collard greens, if it's Jackie Chan back there making your stuffing, your dressing, your yams. As long as they follow the recipe, that's all that matters. What say? Oh shit! He said it 10 toes. What say y'all in the comments, man? Let me know in the chat, Danny. Let me know. This is what we are. I'm gonna play some more of this. Go ahead, Wolf.
When I worked at Farrell ice cream parlor, and when I worked at McDonald's and Wendy's, we had recipes you had to follow by. And if I didn't do it right, guess what? When they fired me, they bring somebody else in to do what? Follow the recipe. So no, it don't matter who back there cooking. Just make sure you follow the recipe. Hey, watch this. We flood these Asian carryouts with our money because why? They stole the recipes. They even perfected the recipes from Southern cooking. And we can't do without chicken wings and mumbo sauce or some type of Asian curry out.
Come on.
So it don't matter. Just follow the recipe.
Wolf said, he said out there in that DMV area, them Chinese, them Asians done perfected the mumbo sauce. God damn. Okay. Yeah, listen.
What I love black in those black spaces. Absolutely. But I just want some good food. I want some delicious food. I don't never ask who the chef is that's cooking my steak from Longhorn Steakhouse. I don't ask who made the wings and who made that salad, who made them asparagus. All I know is this: somebody back there is cooking good in Longhorn Steakhouse. And I mean that.
Look, let's play some more of this here. Look, hey, I'm just bringing it up because there's a lot of outrage saying they ain't even black recipes. Ain't no black folk back there. Is this fake outrage? Let's have a conversation. I'm gonna play some more of this shit here. Let's go.
So far, the people have tried that. They made the first batch. I could not save any. Our employees just ate it all.
We have a lot of people here with different backgrounds. Our head chef is from Brazil. Reynaldo is a genius. He has put so much flavor into our food, especially everything, but especially the sides. He has had his hand in them, everything. As far
Brazilian guy making cold bread. Come on. Huh? Brazilian dude making cold bread.
Let me ask you something. How old is the video? When did I make this video?
Oh, this video is less than a month old.
Well, now I know that. This is my first time seeing this video. And I see the owner putting the distance between him and that brother and bringing contributing factors in, like the Brazilian guy, to strengthen his case on, just in case the brother decided to sue him. But I think he's already cooked. The owner.
Come on.
He's already cooked. That was a coffee shop until he talked to this brother about barbecuing. So I don't know how long they was barbecuing before he decided, you know what, I got something here. And for him to try to somewhat throw the brother under the bus by I couldn't reach him when I needed him. Well, you was already on Go Pilot. The restaurant was up and it was moving. It was going. It ceased from being a coffee shop. It became a full-blown barbecue. He gonna still, if this brother go after him, he gonna still get paid. But I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing.
Yeah, he's separating.
Yeah, I see that.
He's separating, and I understand. I notice. I've seen it in business. Right? You have to be able to prove the concept without. You got to be able to prove the viability of the concept without him. Okay? And all the systems that are in place, the systems particularly that are being put in place, because that black man is not behind there in that kitchen, right? Making sure all the recipes is his recipes and things like that, and he out there chucking and jobbing, okay? He out there doing all of that shit. It separates him from any entitlement or royalty to the actual business itself. I know this move very well. I've seen it happen. I've opened over 22 restaurants throughout the tri-state and the country. Only 2 of the restaurants I've ever opened for owners closed. And I see how they go after each other. This is the same shit here. And he gassed that old man up because the old man was thirsty. Gassed him up, said he wouldn't show up. He disappeared for a month, right? Say you're going to be taken care of. You're going to be all right. But now the main thing that he put on ain't the thing that's really getting pushed out there heavy like that anymore. They moving to this brisket. They moving to that rib with his seasoning on it. Okay? The oxtail is slowly slipping to the back. But the first indication that it could be something there was him giving that coffee shop a chance with the smoked barbecue in the back, and that day that they did it is sold out. That's the start. See, so this is dirty business as far as I'm concerned. I think it's unfortunate the black man is a little too trusting. Right, he's a little too trusting, and he doesn't understand that he's being used. You know, but nevertheless, let's play some more.
As the operations of this restaurant, the way the kitchen functions, and the flavor of our food, Renato, there's no one else. It's Renato.
See that? See that? Why put that much in? Why clear that all the way up and down like that? You see that? When it's all said and done, all Walt is doing is out there essentially promoting. He's the hype man. And there's limitations for a hype man. There's excessive limitations for the hype man. The hype man can only go as far as the main show. And Walt has a couple things against him being an older man. Okay? Can't just start it from scratch. Yeah, people love you, but ain't nobody gonna be coming out there, and I highly doubt he has the capital to say, okay, let's make a destination 2.
So I'll say this. Again, I don't know if Walt even want that responsibility. I think that
I agree.
He was excited about sharing his idea with the owner, and the owner took him up on it, and it blew up. So he can't undo what Walt did for him them first couple of years. Now he may try to phase it out, but them first couple of years, it blew up because of Walt. Okay. But he did not have to say that Walt was not reliable, because nobody asked him about Walt being reliable or not. Okay. But that's what they do. That's what they do.
Right. Well, you see, even that, right? Think about it. When you put that kind of energy out, and a entrepreneur on the outside is looking at the growth of the operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying to themselves, even if Walt can't be the main person cooking, he can draw a crowd for my operation. What a statement like that does, it's put doubt. It plants doubt into a potential partner, entrepreneur that's even considering, hey, you know what? If he don't got a good deal with Walt there, he can come get it with me. But when this owner says the guy just disappeared, I couldn't get a hold of him, he came back a month later, that then says to an entrepreneur, God damn, I can't put no stake into this guy. He's unreliable. He's unreliable. That is wrong. And that's where I see the separation and the divide happening. Okay? Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going with this.
So we're gonna get the smoke taste on it, and you're gonna change it for different doors, so you can get the color and the perfect cook time for everything. And I'm gonna make right now the bread pudding.
Ooh, okay.
It's smoked bread pudding.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try that as well.
Oh, nice. Let's do it.
What makes Destination Smokehouse so special isn't just the food. Although people fly across the world just to taste those smoked oxtails, it's the story that captivates them. A tiny coffee shop in a quiet California town turned into a global destination. That's the spirit of chasing something bigger, and that's exactly what Huckberry is all about. They're not just an online men's retailer, they're a one-stop shop for. This is the.
So we have all offset, they're 1150s. We have Big Red, it was named obvious because it's big and it's red. The military smoker, not very creative, but it's got the 4 branches of the military on each door. And then the big one we call the Silver Bullet or the Silver Missile. And then the 2 new ones we actually named Riggs and Murtaugh. People joked and called Walter and I a lethal weapon barbecue one time. So one's Riggs and one's is Murtaugh.
So yeah, let's touch on that. Those were some of the very first 2 big smokers they had. And this is why I was saying to you, they were playing up that dynamic duo thing in the beginning. They really were. They were shaking that shit hard. And that's why a lot of black folks start coming out, getting hyped. Okay? And this guy, listen, business-wise, I keep it above. Business-wise, I can't be mad at him. I understand the move. I understand the move because at the end of the day, if I can't get you to make something with your labor, I need to now transition you into a different way that makes whatever I'm paying you, whether it be salary or hourly, I have to validate you being here now with the growth of it. Yeah, you started us out. But if you're the draw, because you're going viral, all right, so we pay you for marketing now. We pay you for marketing. But that eliminates any opportunity for ownership for you. That's the dangerous part of that shit. All right? But I understand it, business-wise. Business ain't always pretty or fair. Business ain't always pretty or fair. So I understand this move. Walt, they say he quote unquote Walter was retired before he applied to the coffee house that is now Destination Smokehouse, right? The Goliath operation that it is now. He applied to the coffee house. That does not mean that the rest of what's going on with this older gentleman, Walt, is going to be taken care of. This is Walter when he got with Destination. I want y'all to see. This is what he looked like, the old man that come up in there. That's Walt. Okay? Chucking and jiving. Okay, this is what it looked like. It's millions of these type of cats in the operation, but they rarely if ever own any piece of the operation. They'll be there from the beginning. But they look just like this. A lot of them, y'all. Let's play some more.
You know that's for sure. This is a big weapon. Destination. What?
Only one in the nation.
Booyah.
Rago.
Marietta, California, in the southern part. This was the Tenda-ism capital.
If the barbecue is good, it takes a lot of love, a lot of passion, a lot of care, and it's not something that you just try and mass produce. You know, when that happens, everything changes, the quality changes. Luis, Hector, Renato, Marcos, Butcher Bill, those guys, the 5 people, are the backbone of all the food that we cook.
So for the spritzing, we do 50-50 mix, just some water and apple cider vinegar. I like to use apple cider vinegar because the vinegar, it helps with the tenderizing of the meat, but it also adds a really nice, beautiful color to the meat as well.
Now, family, keep your eyes locked on this guy a little bit here. This guy was one of the early bird cats that when Walter first was scaling up this operation, he was showing this dude all the stuff. That apple cider shit, this guy ain't know nothing about no damn tenderizing with the apple cider. That's Walt. You know what I'm saying? But he, let's keep it locked here. Let's keep on going with it.
So how did you get that name?
Walter gave it to me, actually.
He was William back then. William, very quiet, very short sentences, took a lot of time to think about his response before he said it, and he is probably one of the best brisket trimmers I've ever seen in my life.
I believe he said it was kind of like from like a movie, but they called him Buffalo Bill.
Well, he's a serial, so I guess you with the knife makes sense. Huh?
Knife man, yep.
Now see, for those of you who've been in operations for a while, there's always a guy that gets trained up by you to take your spot. If you let him. There's always somebody there. And that guy right there is going to be at Destination longer than Walt. I guarantee you he's going to be there way longer than Walt. Alright? Go ahead, Brother Wolf. Sound like you got something to say, sir.
Actually, I think this is a reverse Uno for Walt. They've already put it on record that it's been Walt's seasonings, Walt's techniques. They may think it's a hit piece against Walt. Actually, you just helped him out in a lawsuit. If Walt get the right attorney, Destination Barbecue gonna pill out some money to Walt. He may not own it, but he gonna get a nice portion if he really go after them. And I mean that. This ain't no hit piece against Walt. You're actually validating who Walt is and what made Destination Barbecue what it is today. Not the coffee shop. I'm talking about Destination Barbecue. This is a good thing for Walt. Matter of fact, I need to send my email to Walt so he's gonna give me upside.
But but listen, elaborate on that. Why do you say it's an accessory as opposed to a hit piece? Why do you say this is an accessory to it?
I think probably intentionally got to make a hit piece. But there's too many people confirming that Walt was the brains. Now Walt wasn't the operation, but he was the brains. You know what I'm saying? Walt bought in the recipe. bought in the technique. The guy already said he ain't know nothing about no barbecue. He was on coffee. And we don't know how long they've been in, I don't know how long they've been in business. Was it 2018, 2019? And they blew up after the coffee piece. So Walt's gonna be owed some money. This is not, I don't see it as a hit piece. I see it as a confirmation that, you know what, Walt didn't have that money and he didn't have that business acumen, but he had a vision. He had a vision.
Well, watch this though, Wolf, watch this. Don't we always, Wolf? 50,000 patents later, don't black Americans always got a vision, sir? I mean, look, we're putting too much on the table now. We too much historically too much on the table. Being the backbone of too many operations that our generations can't eat off. Right? Look at the lack of the black communities now. Where are they? Damn near gone. All of them. Okay?
Yeah, but
So
that's when I ask the question, man, what is your purpose? What's your purpose in the earth? We're not supposed to be the serpents. We're supposed to be dominating in every area. And a lot of us would rather serve than to dominate because we don't want that responsibility. And that's an unfortunate reality for Black Americans, or not just Black folks, but just people of color. A lot of black people, brown people. They want to be. And if I'm white, and you got an idea, Thomas Edison, Lewis Latimer, Edison had the bulb, but Lewis Latimer had the filament. There is no light bulb without the filament, So we always create patents. Matter of fact, there wouldn't be no patent office without Black Americans. They had to create a patent office because we had created so many inventions. When you're out there working hard every day, you're trying to find a way to make things a little easier. So I'm not surprised. That's what we do.
Man. Let's play some more of this, y'all. We're about to get close to this wrap up on this particular subject matter here, but let's play some more.
I turned over the cooks 100% to him and Luis January 5th. These guys can do it just as good as me. What they're doing right now, I would never take credit for. They work their tails off, and it's a nonstop process.
Oh, yeah, that's 246.
It's January 5th.
Do it then.
Wow.
That's 2025?
This should just be for fun.
#1 in the nation. And what we practice on down here to a perfection is Tenda-ism. And you better knew it.
Walter is an amazing person. He is so much more than what people see on camera. He's very smart. His life experience puts him in a place where when things are bad, they're never as bad as you think, right?
If you spell the word L-I-F-E and take off the L and the E, you have if you wake up in the morning. So you got to take in concept that little 4-letter word and that 2-letter word got a great deal in what we're doing right now.
Like, his biggest gift to me is he's shown me ways to be a little bit better. When my dad passed away, that was my elder as far as men went, And when he passed, there wasn't really anybody else. So he's taught me a lot about keeping things in perspective and not dreading things that are not worthy of it, I've piggybacked off of so many of his sayings. He came up with ragu. He used to say it all the time, like, Walt, what the hell does that mean? It sounds so cool, but I have no clue what it is. He's like, ragu, like the sauce, right? It's instant, right? Out of it, you don't have to make it. So when something's like good or instant or like automatic or a guarantee, you just say ragu. And I use it all the time.
I can't tell you where it came from, but it came out my head through my mouth. Yeah, and I just come up with stuff like that.
All right, so they look okay. See how it's just going in and out so easily? And see how that one, I pick it up? So that one needs a little bit more. So you want everything to finish at the same time. You don't want some stuff to overcook. But anyhow, long story less long, details matter. And this is proof right here. So we have YouTube, 150,000 followers. Instagram, which is our biggest account, we have 619,000 followers right now. Biggest impact Walt has had on this business is by far getting our name out to people through these videos. People travel from all over the country, even over the world, because of the videos he's seen. We had people in from London recently. We've had people in from Africa. We've had people in from Germany. It's crazy.
No idea about no viral. I had a rotary phone. Yeah, so we had to dial the number. Now, you just say something, take a picture, and you go everywhere. That picture made you come here. That's a good thing. But when you get here, that food gonna keep you. And that's how I look at it.
The thing I appreciate most about Walt is his energy, his personality, his vibe. He just wants to see people around him happy.
That big old dinosaur bone. I want to make sure they right though, cause I'm come down here and check them at 9 and then. So if it, boy, look here, this is Tenda-ism at its best. I'm trying to tell y'all, you better come to Destination Smokehouse Eatery, Southern California, city be Marietta. Boy, this is what, it don't get no tender. Look, ain't gonna hurt nobody to get on down. You bring yourself down here, and I bet you find Tenda-ism. I bet you that here at Destination.
Come on, how everybody doing? How are you?
Yes, how are you?
So we have counter service. You're gonna get in line and you're gonna order your food. We're gonna prepare it in the kitchen and bring it out to you. We do our best to give full service once the food comes to you. Pork ribs, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of savory, but good smoke flavor, great pork flavor, not gamey at all, not tangy, none of that.
What you think, Nick?
It's good.
Now, outside, and
It's good.
This is one of the best ribs I've had, like seriously.
You being serious?
I'm being dead serious, yeah,
Damn.
because not only is it cooked well, but I love the flavor on
Thank
this
you, brother.
rib. Yeah, love that little kiss of spice that's in there.
Cool.
It really like brightens it up, makes it very unique. I love this.
Thank you, brother.
Our oxtail, it's probably the meat I'm the most proud of because so many people want to do it now and they're trying so hard and they're not getting the product that we're getting. Just the flavor, you can't get anywhere else. And it's
There you go. Foundation. That's the foundation of that operation right there. The foundation, that oxtail. Okay? Say again, Brother Wolf. I can't hear you. I think he went on mute. He just strengthened it.
Yeah, walk he's up. Not just the quality, but that YouTube Instagram money too.
Well, you know what? Here's the flip side of that coin, right? Matter of fact, I'll play the rest of this, and we're gonna address it. We'll address it.
it is.
It's crazy how like fatty and tender this is. Like, look at that. It's just crying to come off the bone. Look at that.
I want y'all to watch this exchange. If you're an owner, just understand, when you're an owner, you don't treat your partner the way you're about to see this exchange. Okay? And I'm gonna let you let me know what y'all think it is. But you don't treat your partner like that. Okay? Let's go ahead and play this.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
But I eat oxtails about 5, 4. I know oxtails, I don't know nothing else. We have Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, you know what I mean? And that's the way it is. Tenda-ism mean no teeth.
Our brother Walt here, it's a blessing to have him here when he's here, but he's very elusive, so he's got to go. Walt.
Hey, I'm sorry about this.
Y'all see that?
If you want to know the truth, somebody in the family finna get smashed, check it out.
There you go. That's the truth.
Oh, that's actually true.
Well, hey, it was a pleasure meeting
Yeah,
you.
man, I'm gonna see you again.
Yeah, sounds good. Let me know when you come out to Tennessee.
Favorite meat right now is probably the brisket, only because we've just taken these huge steps with the brisket right now. It's phenomenal. A little bit of smoke.
I told y'all he moving that brisket into the front.
Cool.
Move the brisket to the front. Drop the oxtail to the back. Them oxtails might stay on that menu, but won't stay there. I'm telling you. And it's not because Walt is going to decide to leave. It's what's going to happen. Okay? Because even on that menu right now, if you probably go to that menu, it says Black Diamond. Okay? That's Walt's intellectual property right there too. The naming of naming that oxtail Black Diamond. So again, with a lot of the roast smoked meats that he's promoting now, we only heard about the oxtail one time. You heard about everything else. Quite a bit. I'm just saying. Just saying, bro. Let's keep on going, though.
This is easily one of the best briskets in California.
I'll take it. Yeah. I will take it. Thank you, brother. I will take it.
I've been in a lot of places in California. Very good.
Pork belly, phenomenal. We cube up pork belly, call them pork belly burn ends. Again, sweet, tangy. Ragu.
All right, so good.
That's a good taco. My wife Vanessa, she inspired these tacos to be like this. I call her my muse because she's in.
Now check this out. If I had a clip of the wife, y'all, okay, the wife. I've been following this company for a little while, peeping them off and on. Oh man, the drip, my boy, my guy Drip. What it look like, Drip? What it is with your Drip? Salute the brother Drip for checking in with us right now. Salute. Yes, indeed, man. But I've been checking this and I've been following this thing. Now that the wife is getting even more involved with the operations of that business, giving little bedroom talk and things like that, you're seeing more of her if y'all follow that destination channel. If y'all follow any of that viral stuff, the wife is showing up a lot more, looking extra fly and glossy. You understand? But again, you gotta understand, this dude got bills to pay now. You know, the coffee shop money was cool, but that smokehouse, that money really be slapping. Let's play some more of this.
Inspired a lot of things, but this is one of them, man. I wanted to do tacos right.
Oh, it's gone.
No way.
Perfect. No, I love that, man, because I'm from here. Like, that's a California taco right there, man.
So our sides, very traditional as a start, because we do the mac and cheese, phenomenal. We use ratatouille as a noodle. It's kind of like cheese flavor bombs, because the cheese just coats it so well. We make our own cheese sauce. It's extremely cheesy, extremely flavorful. It tastes amazing. I feel like I need to get some warmth over here, though, to heat it. Yeah, right, Ragu.
Cheesy, a little bit of spice, seasoned so well. Oh my gosh, that mac and cheese is so good. I love the shape of the noodle, too.
Ratatouille.
What the
So
heck?
the name comes from because it looks like a radiator, right? Ratatouille.
That mac and cheese is so freaking good. And
Thank you.
I love the thoughtfulness of the shape of the noodle. It makes it a very unique experience.
Yams have a great flavor to them, such a balance with the sweetness. Yams and mac, I can't choose. They're both excellent. I eat the mac more, but the yams are they're special. It's really worth trying. Let's try these yams. And we just hope that people like it. But thank you, brother.
Man.
You're the man.
Sweet, spicy. More barbecue places need to do this. This is so good. I'm telling you, it's not just hype. Do not sleep on Destination Smokehouse.
The videos might get people here, but they stay and they come back and they spread good word because what we do here with the food and the service is something that a lot of people feel is special.
Now, Brother Wolf, what you said,
Yeah.
the portion about some of that IP foundation, and then the ladder in. If he get a decent lawyer, and if that is the direction with which he wants to take, that last piece that he just contributed to the conversation, he does have a case.
Absolutely. There is no Robin at all. He said it himself.
Look, and he said the videos is what's getting him there.
Right.
You know, but here's we're gonna get ready to wrap that portion up here, but I want to bring up some of the stuff that people are saying about this food here, because yes, you know, is ism and all of that other stuff. It's doing what it's doing, right? But some folks is saying, you know, this shit ain't really slapping like that. Okay, it's not really cracking the way the media got it bubbled up. Right? So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let me put this on here. Share this tab. Bang. Okay? So a few people have gone out to this Destination Smokehouse to try the food. Now, one thing that has been very, very consistent, the fall off the bone perspective. A lot of people saying that shit really sliding off that bone. Pause. Okay? But the flavor ain't really flavory like that. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and play this, y'all.
Oh man, he be like Tenda-ism. That's what you doing this and the oxtails and you fall off the bone. I got the barbecue. Today I'm at Destination Smokehouse. I drove an hour and a half for this, so it better hit like it looks like it do in those videos. Before we get into this review, I just want to say thank you for 10K. Any support for like the world to me.
Alright, that's fine. Cool. Let's get to the food.
I got the oxtail, I got the brisket, I got a gyro whip, I got baked beans, I got candy yams, and I got Texas toast. And I got some pig juice. I don't know what it is. But it's pig. Spent $108. This is supposed to be a half a pound of oxtails. This is an oxtail and a half. I feel bamboozled. We gonna hit these sides first. And then the texture is off. They're not like nasty, but it's not that texture that I expect my candy yams to be. Like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like way too soft. Baked beans.
Hey, look. Let's have a conversation, goddammit. Your yams. You got to have a look. Look, I'm like this sister right here. I don't know, you know, some cats are, oh, chef, she a tether. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Alright? Is it slapping the way you need it to slap? And my yams got to have a little bite. Got to have a little texture on it. Don't give me no baby food yams. You understand? Y'all let me know in the chat, man. How you like your yams? You want the baby food, the Gerber baby food yams? Or you want your shit with a little bite to it? It should still be tender, but you want your shit with a little bite to it. That's how I want mine. I wanted to keep that shape. I wanted to keep the shape and still be a little firm. That's me. Pause. What say you, Brother Wolf? She said it was like, she said the yams wasn't really yamming. Can we attribute that to the people that's in the back cooking? Let's have a conversation, Wolf. They follow the recipe, sir.
I can't speak because I didn't taste it. You know, I mean, we all got different palates. I mean, I got a very eclectic palate. Very rich.
Okay. Yeah, but you know what? Hold on. Look, come on now. Good is good. God damn it. No. Elaborate, goddamn, because I don't be messing with my food, and I be cooking for all types of demographics.
Okay, so watch. I've seen you in action. I've literally seen you put together a meal. Okay, I've seen you in the work that you put into it, the detail, the dedication, the precision, the presentation. I've seen you cook yours. I've had your food. I'm not a spectator. I participated in the chef's cooking, not just the cooking, the presentation, not just the presentation, the arrangement, the seasoning. The brother is detailed down to the last seasoning, right? And the food is good. But I can't speak on tenderloin food.
Right. Come on.
I can see the look, but I've seen some stuff that look bad but taste delicious.
Okay, yeah, you know what? You got that. That's a fact. I look, but see, this is what I'm talking about. The mouthfeel, right? She said it was, and I saw how smushy that shit looked. Now, for me, texture, taste, aroma, presentation, that's all a part of the meal. Okay? Now, if you're falling off on the end, like anything with cinnamon, let me be clear about this, and this is what a lot of people might even understand where I'm coming from with this. Anything with spices, particularly cinnamon, nutmegs, maybe even cayenne pepper, those particular spices are best when they have texture to go along with it. Pasty, purees, anything like that with those kind of spice, they don't really hit that good. You understand? So I get where she's coming from, and again, you know, in some parts of the country, that particular texture is an acquired situation. They like that. It's a foundation for them. I get that. I said for me on this side, I need texture, man. I need texture. But let me go ahead and play some more of this. Let's play some more to see what this sister talking about.
I'm good, bro. I like my baked beans sweet. These baked beans are smoky. They're not nasty, but they're not sweet. I like sweet baked beans.
Now, can we attribute that to the cooks in the back not having a true understanding? The head chef is Brazilian, right? Now, look, I have become known for my Italian and Mediterranean flavors. Being a black American chef, though, right? I'm not known for soul food in any way. Not my chicken, not my mac and cheese, not my collard greens. But I'm known for that. So I'm like, you know, could it be an attribute to them not having the full vibration or foundation of what smoked barbecue needs to be for that kind of clientele? And I think also when you do stuff like this, Brother Wolf, like help me out. Y'all help me out in the chat. When you're doing a type of cuisine, there are certain checkpoints that have to be, that got to be checked off. There's certain check marks. You got to keep that a buck. So even for me, with her saying that the beans were smoky, okay, I'm cool with the smoke on the beans. But if it's not, it's got to have some sweetness to it. She didn't get sweet. You dropping the ball, it's not authentic. It's not authentic smoked barbecue beans. What say you, Brother Wolf?
I got a taste. Because look at all the critic.
Right.
I got a taste. And watch this. I will say that when you come from other countries, you do bring your culture into the kitchen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And maybe you can one up the dish. Because you even heard her speak about in that broadcast. that they bring culture. So he's experimenting. Because again, he didn't have no resume. Now he do.
Right.
Don't.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I got to taste it. I mean, my baked beans, you ain't got it. Give me some bush. Give me some Hormel chili, baked beans. You know, I'm not really a baked bean man unless I'm gonna put it on a hot dog.
Shiesty, my mic been acting up, Shiesty, but salute. Good to see you, Shiesty Bomb. It's been a minute. Salute. You got Shiesty in here. Salute, Shiesty. Let's play some more of this.
This is the diamond oxtail. And in the videos, he be doing this and it fall off. Let's see if it's going to ain't fall all the way off, but it fell a little bit. The oxtail, it is tender. It's really tender. But it is mad salty. Like,
hey, this is what I've been hearing. Okay? Extra salty, always tender, yeah, but super salty. You know? And what I'm learning here, I say to myself, you know what? Destination is exactly what Nick said. It ain't nothing without Walt. Walt is getting them there, and Walt is keeping them there so far. Okay? As far as I'm concerned. Because they love Walt. You're on mute, Brother Wolf. Go ahead.
So watch this. Now, I would hate to think this, that the owner would sabotage the oxtail to promote the brisket. It's a possibility. Getting enough bad reviews about the oxtail, we got to take them off and scale them back and promote the brisket. I don't put nothing past people who say, I don't like how he did walk. This is a hit piece, but it's gonna backfire on him. Trust me. But I don't put nothing past that.
So you think it's a sabotage going on with them tails?
Possible.
Okay. You know what? I couldn't even put that by nobody. That's something to really consider here. Let's play this.
like tenderism, you got that. But your flavor is not hitting, bro. Like, not even gonna lie to you. I'm kind of mad I took this drive for these oxtails. Dino rib. Ooh. Look, it look juicy too. Again, the meat is tender, but there's no flavor. Let me add some barbecue sauce.
Hey, this is what I'm saying, Brother Wolf. Huh?
It's kind of hard for me to listen to a person without a female word.
Oh, come on. Come on, man.
I keep getting LLP vibes back in the 80s. She's from New York. I know she is. She wearing that Kango. Oh, she needs to be now.
Look, man, look. I'm telling you, man, this is what folks is saying. It's just salted down. It's salted down
and it's falling off the bone. We saw the salt they was putting on in the video. They put hella salt on that damn thing. I ain't see no other spices. I saw nothing but salt going on them briskets and that beef in the video. So she ain't lying as far as I'm concerned. Let's play some more.
This barbecue sauce ain't even hitting me. Brisket? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It just fall apart. Like, there's no doubt about that. But again, y'all season it ain't it. Y'all got the cooking process down right, but y'all just don't got the flavor in it. Some type of lemonade? No sugar?
Look, man. Look. But that is what happens too, right? We gotta keep it a buck. You know, when people are around the recipe, they change the recipe and shit. You know, to reach a broader base.
So watch this. Sometimes the competition will send a hitman or hit woman there to give a review on the food and possibly promote another restaurant. So I'm listening right now for, you know, if there's another restaurant she's gonna promote. This could be a hit too. You know.
Okay, yeah, they do that. They definitely do that. That's an old trick in the book right there for sure. We've done that. We've done that several times, quite frankly. That's industry standard, actually.
Diabetes not approved. All you gotta do is put some sugar in this. Damn! I definitely got the cooking process down pat. Y'all just need somebody to teach you how to season up your food. That's Smokehouse? 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. Brother Wolf, come on, man. Look, I don't know what to tell you, sir. Huh?
Watch this. I'm all for advertisements, good and bad, because you're gonna make me go and test it for myself. So they win it either way, with the bad review and a good review. Somebody gonna see it, gonna hear about it, and they're going to taste it. So they're getting it both ways. They're getting the press, they're getting the reviews, and they will get the visitation. So, hey, all press is good.
Well, I definitely wanted to just play this particular piece here. Wanted to play this piece here so everybody can catch it for themselves, see what all of the hoopla was about, man. But there you have it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there you have it. Destination Smokehouse. Walt, you know, essentially the founder, a co-founder, if you will, because that's the best you can give him. Co-founder. But I mean, what say y'all, man? I mean, there's people who believe that, you know, they're actually upset. There's a great deal of black folks that's upset. I want to play that clip and then we're going to get up out of here. There's a great deal of black folks that's upset, though. And there's a few people who have some choice words for them. Basically letting folks know that you're hating on the black man. You're not supporting the black man. You know, you're really hating on him.
So now y'all found out that the...
And I pull up this one wide body right here. There's always got to be some type of chick. There's always a wag your finger type of chick around. So I'm gonna let her get hers off real quick. Here's your wag your finger type right here. So let's go ahead and bring that up for everybody. This your wag your finger. Okay.
Black man at the eating table with the meat falling off the bones or whatever, ribs or whatever, because y'all found out that that is not his restaurant and it is not owned by a black man, it's owned by a white man. Y'all.
Who gives a damn? Now I understand some things are, about race, but child, we make everything about race. If he's happy, who knows, that man might be getting paid good. Who knows, the people might be taking good care of that man. It don't matter. Like
House negress. Okay? That's a house negress. That man might be getting taken care of good. If I ever heard a house mammy, that's a full mammy. He might be good. They might be taking care of that man good. That's a house negress babble right there. Let's play some more.
At the end of the day, you gonna go support it, go support it. We have so much other things to be worried about in the world besides y'all making videos saying, oh, I thought your thought was wrong. And are you really mad that it's owned by a white man? Or are you really mad that you thought wrong? It don't matter. You gonna still go over there, support him, go over there, support him, go take a picture with him, or whatever the case may be. Whatever the pay, whatever they paying him, if he happy with it, we should be happy with it. It is what it is. And maybe people like, we should do what we gotta do to make sure he gets his own. No, we shouldn't. That man might not even want a business, and that's okay. We always gonna stir up some more, stir up a pile of ants. That man might not want his business. He might be comfortable where he at. Stop changing things that we don't have nothing. Stop trying to change things we don't have nothing to do with. Y'all so messy on this app. Anyway, husband love, y'all be blessed, J-Lo.
Reprimand and then try to talk about the love. Husband love. But fuck you niggas. Oh, the fucking double stand. Look, there will always be a mammy around to wag her finger. Okay? There's always a mammy. Never waste a moment. Mammies never waste a moment to wag their finger. Okay? But we are also looking at, I'll give the mammy this. That man appears to not want ownership. That's why I land with that. Okay? Just being realistic. However, if you don't want ownership, ensure that there is a pension for yourself, sir. That's my thing. Okay? I don't see it turning out as good as it can be for the young man. After having watched that clip, there are some opportunities there. Should he have to go to a legal pursuit? But it looks like he may not even have the money to do that if he had to. This is my issue with that. You got to make sure that you get as much off the top from the very beginning, right? As much as you humanly can. Like, you got to get it off and up front with these type of scenarios, because you never know. But I'm going to hold it right there. Brother Wolf, what say you, sir, on this overall scenario situation here? What do you think is the up or the potential future for Brother Walt?
I don't know, because it's my first time seeing this whole video. I'm like everybody else. I wasn't familiar with Destination Barbecue. I didn't know the story behind it. So you get my off the cuff response. But what I've seen was it was a hit. And I can tell by Walt, he's just a good dude who wanted, to share his recipe with somebody who we see as like a son, and it wasn't reciprocated from what I'm seeing, because again, all this rushing him off, you got to go putting his business out there. I mean, it's some underlying. I just see some underlying. I don't like what I'm seeing from the owner and how he's treating Walt. I hope Walt get a lawyer if they go after him and try to get rid of him, and I hope Walt get paid. I think he deserves something. Again, I don't see Walt with that business acumen. He may not even want to have no type of responsibility, but he definitely needs something. Just when you know that you didn't build it, but you were the brains behind it, at least he should do right by Walt. Period. Stop putting his business out there as far as, you know what, he got to go. When I called him, he's not dead. Man, he done built your business. So you ain't reaching for 24 hours? So what? 48 hours? So what? What you need for him for 24, 48 hours? He helped you build the business. He gave you everything you need to pivot from coffee to barbecue. You need to shut your mouth.
That's a fact.
So
that's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. His girl. That's why I said y'all go check it out for yourselves after this. Those who catch the replay as well, go check him out and check out the owner Nick's wife. That's also another thing. A lot of that bedroom talk could mess up a lot of shit, especially when a material element comes into place. That wife is driving a lot of different shit on the back end too. Walt doesn't understand that he's being surrounded. Why isn't there? You telling me Walt is the only black motherfucker out there in that California area?
Good.
You couldn't find no more brothers, but you got you found every Mexican.
Because the wife.
Oh, the wife is. I think she's like. Well, she's the same color as the owner.
Because
the owner. I don't know. He's beige, white guy. Nick.
What's his?
Armenian.
And what's hers?
I don't know, but she looked exactly like him.
Okay.
See, this is look. At some point, she will present that Nick guy with this thing. It's either Walt or it's me. Watch. And when that happens, hopefully Walt is protected because it's inevitable. Okay? The only remnants of Walter being left on that menu now is that black diamond. That's almost out the way. Because they pushing the brisket. And they pushing that beef rib. That's almost up out of there. Now he's showing you the macaroni and cheese. When Walt first did this, for those who don't know, when Walt first put that mac and cheese out there, it was elbow macaroni. Right? It wasn't that spicy shit. Okay? So that was one of the first things they got up out of there. Just because they didn't want to say it was all Walt's. Okay? So they slowly are starting to change the name of the oxtail. Either they slowly starting to take away from calling it Black Diamond. They just want to call it oxtail now. Walter was promoting it to Black Diamond. Black Diamond. There's another guy out here who calls his oxtails Candy Red. Les Barbecue out there in Tech. I forgot where he at. Les Barbecue. He calls his Candy Reds. And it was him and Walt going back and forth. That's why I want y'all to peep the history and see how it started and to where it is now. A lot of the footprint outside of what Walt is doing as far as making things go viral and getting people to the location. But his initial footprint in the kitchen, they're erasing. They're erasing. Sound like America to me, don't it? It sound like America to y'all. All the black towns that was here, all the beautiful architecture that our people built. Yeah, you don't see none of it no more, do you? Every Martin Luther King is damn near a hood neighborhood. Every Martin Luther King Boulevard. Am I right or am I fucking wrong? They erasing Walt. And there's nothing he can do about it. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments, family, in the chat.
You know, and those who are catching the replay, definitely leave a comment if you also want to contribute to the program. $ FTS49. It's never too late for those who are still here to become a co-sponsor, which is $25 with putting on with us, keeping us live here today for this conversation and this presentation. I appreciate you, Sister Star, always coming through, rocking with us, right? Brother Wolf, any last words from you? We're going to get ready to get up out of here, sir. Actually, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, let me be very clear about something, okay? Let me be very clear.
Stack you hard, fool.
I guess my last words would be this, family. Have you considered a shotgun?
Right.
Have you considered a revolver? Have you considered a semi-automatic handgun? Have you considered practicing your Second Amendment? Have you considered defending yourself? We are inside some interesting times, and I would encourage you all to become responsible gun owners and gun users. But I will say this, moving forward, I will be pivoting. I'm always do the guns because I certify nationwide. I'm always be talking about the guns and the firearms. But your man will be pivoting going into next year and dealing with some issues on spiritual matters from the heart and what we need to do. So again, I enjoyed you. Keep on tuning into these Patriot sessions. But I will be pivoting. I'm not going to stop doing the gun piece, but you're going to see another side of me that you need to see because we're in some very interesting times. And what I've been seeing on certain social I'm the man for it. I'm going to address some things. So again, thank you for tuning in. Enjoy yourselves. And
Yes, indeed, Brother Wolf. I think your volume, look forward to it. Okay, yeah, I think your volume went out. But yeah, we got that last part of it, man. So definitely salute to our brother Juan J. Johnson. Make sure y'all go over there and check him out. His other channel. So he's still doing the piece here. YouTube, right? But also go check his firearms piece out. LWFtraining.com. Go check out brother Juan J. Johnson out, ladies and gentlemen, for all your firearms needs. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another one bites the dust. Okay, I gotta tell you, man, some of the outrage has to be left for the true victim. Black America, every fight ain't our fight, as far as I'm concerned. If the brother believes that what he is doing fulfills him, your outrage or not is unnecessary. Let him do what he gonna do. Would we like to see more for the man? Yes, of course, of course. Would you truly support it regularly? I don't know about that shit. Okay? But nonetheless, he is where he needs to be in this time of his life. So if you'd like to go ahead and support that man, and apparently the people he worked for, which includes the white man, you know where to find him. You can also go check him out on their YouTube channel. And you know what? To be very clear, at some point, I'm gonna go and check them out. See if the Tenda-ism got some flavor-ism. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all all for joining us here today. I want to thank my sponsor of today's broadcast. It's the Star, coming through, putting on for us. And I want to thank all of y'all. Share this out for those who want to know who Mr. Tenda-ism is. Apparently his fate lies with Uncle Ben's, the Popeyes lady, famous Amos, and in some regard, Uncle Nearest. And that in itself, for me, is unfortunate. I want to thank y'all for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, as always, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out of here. Salute, family.